Estamos aqui de volta ao Tenchi Conference 2025 com mais um convidado internacional. Jelmer, welcome to the conversation and thanks for being here with us in Tenchi Conference 2025.
Thank you very much. I'm very pleased and very happy to be here. It's a great experience so far. So really enjoying it.
No, that's nice. It's really good when we have the opportunity to put the community together to share experience. How do you see this kind of event?
I love the fact that you have so many people coming together with the different experience, different perspectives, different industries. Sharing knowledge is such an important thing in the world of cyber. I really love that. And you could feel the energy as well, despite the fact that we're now at the end of the day. But there's still so many people here really engaged to really learn so much and share. So really, really like it.
Yes, and we have a good opportunity to learn more from you because us from cybersecurity, we struggle to connect the cybersecurity issues with the risk. And your career is a long time on risk. How do you suggest for those cybersecurity guys that sometimes they're more technical than business to approach this issue?
Collaboration is the key word.
Since the beginning.
Since the beginning. Collaboration between IT security world and the insurance world is the key thing to success in the long term. Because we want to make this sustainable for companies, you need to bring the best worlds together. Because as you said, IT security, you have the know-how. We don't have that. We try to, but to be really specialist in the IT security, you need the right people to do all of that. Now, if you want to talk about risk transfer, we know all about that. Insurance companies are already here for hundreds of years. We understand risk. So bringing those worlds together, but you need that collaboration. You need that partnership and not only just like, oh yeah, we know each other, but really go into the detail because that is making the success for the future.
In the end of the day, it's a shared responsibility, no?
100%. End of the day, it's impacting society. It's not only about the companies or it's also us as a private individual, right? So society is benefiting from how we collaborate as an insurance industry together with IT industry, IT security industry.
And how do you see around the world the maturity for this subject, third-party cyber risk management?
It's different in the sense that it's being discussed everywhere.
Okay.
It's a topic everywhere. But you could see that in some markets, there have been more losses. There have been more activity around it, more impactful breaches. So you see that that increases the need to collaborate more and more. Where other regions, they know about it, they hear about it, but they don't have the same issues yet seen in their local market, or maybe not even as a company themselves. But I think the beauty of IT security in the world is that even there, the connection, the collaboration, sharing information is taking place there. So with that together, everybody is stepping up, and that is what we need.
That's awesome. Yeah. And for the ones that didn't have the opportunity to be here with us today, can you share a little bit about your presentation here on the main stage?
Yes, no, thank you. And sorry for those who were not here. We spoke about the risk transfer. So insurance is really about the risk transfer. Insurance is not the solution to your problems. Let's be very clear about that. What it does is that as a company, or if you work with third parties or even fourth parties, and something goes wrong in that process, or something goes wrong, whether it's a ransomware or a security breach or a privacy breach in whatever shape or form, there might be financial losses. Now, that financial loss, if it's a small number, companies might say, okay, it's annoying, but we can overcome. That's fine. That is risk acceptance, if you would like. But if that number becomes too big, like substantial for organizations, that is exactly where where insurance comes into place, or risk transfer.
Yes.
And that is where we spoke about today.
Exactly. It's not a binary, because you can have a good conversation, you have more understanding about cybersecurity, talk about the risk, and the company say, for this amount, it's on me, but this other amount can break my business, no?
Exactly. And when it comes to breaking business, if the losses are so big, that is even more important to think about risk transfer. And risk transfer, it's not rocket science in a sense for us. And that's where we say with companies, work with your insurance brokers, because it's always the triangle between the client or the customer, the insurance broker, and the insurer. We have so much knowledge, as we said in the beginning, about risk transfer, about risk. We're happy to share that. We can share that. We do share that with our customers and with our insurance brokers. that coming together is helping the client to reduce, to mitigate, or potentially even have the risk transfer in place.
No, definitely. And when we are talking about risk and the company, they don't have this perspective to focus on third-party security risk manager too, because in the end of the day, it's interconnected, no? It's part of the risk. How do you approach this subject with the C-level and the board?
It's a very important thing because the C-level often is very well aware about the whole ecosystem and where there are dependencies, for example. And they also know very well that if something goes wrong, it could cost a lot of money. Where if you are in third-party risk management, you might not always see that link directly, but bridging the gap and sharing that knowledge and know-how and creating the awareness with the board level. And that is where, for example, I can only talk for Liberty Mutual here, but with Liberty Mutual, we work with risk engineers to exactly bridge that gap, to build the connection between IT security people and the board level, because sometimes there is a disconnect. So bringing that together, that's exactly helping the client to understand, like, okay, now I get what we're talking about. I understand the risk, because end of the day, it's the board level who need to decide, do I feel comfortable with this risk or not? Because that is the decision making they need to make. But they can only make that decision if they are well informed.
No, definitely. And the CISO is going to be a key part of the business when he had the right communication, be able to share the indicators in the best ways possible. Because in the end of the day, a lot of decisions is from the C-level. The board, what the best the CISO can do is share as much information as possible.
But with exactly that, you can only make the best decision if you are well informed. And then you can decide what you do with it. But like with every decision in life, if you don't have the full story or all the facts, it's very tricky to make a right decision because you don't know. Then you're going to gamble. But if you are well informed and to the best knowledge and experience and talking with the right people, you can make a well-informed decision, whether that's as a CISO or a recommendation to the board.
Thanks for sharing, for the opportunity to be here with you in Tenchi Conference 2025. And let's keep together in this journey, to elevate the maturity, reduce the risk, to keep the business continuity.
Absolutely. And thank you very much for the opportunity here and this year. And thank you for everybody who has been attending today.
That's awesome. Então, mais bate-papo incrível, trazendo experiências globais, discutindo diferentes níveis de maturidade. Então, é risco, quanto mais informação a gente trouxer para o C-level e para o board, quantos mais indicadores tivermos, melhor vai ser a tomada de decisão desses executivos. Até a próxima conversa.